Okay, so like I said before, I thought I would want to make a, just me talking about stuff. So I guess I'm gonna talk about my day while I'm playing. And I know I still haven't done anything like cutting trees or anything like that, but I will probably start doing that soon. Just wanted to let you guys know what happened to me. So I signed up for the Best Buy Gamers Club today, and it was pretty cool, I guess. I signed up for Unlocked, and I had to pay $15, got a lot of coupons and all that good stuff, so hopefully I end up saving a lot of money in the long run. What I really came to Best Buy for, though, was for the summer gaming blowout sales, and I had a whole list. I had like 12 games on my list that I was planning on buying. A lot of them were $10, some of them were 5s. I think one or two of them were 15. So I was going to save a lot of money. Well, not really save a lot of money, because I'd end up spending all of that on games, but you know what I mean. Instead of buying all those games when they first came out for $60, I was going to buy them for like $50 less. Sounds like a good deal to me, right? Well, this sale started on the 12th, so it was a couple days after. But it was going on the whole week, like it's still going on. So I figured, people wouldn't buy them like crazy. It's not like Black Friday, just one day or one weekend. This is like a whole week. And this is a weekday that I went, so it's like, I just figured that they'd still have a lot of the games. But when I went over there was only one game left. And it's not even one of the games that I really wanted, but I ended up just getting it. I was kind of depressed. Just wanted to buy one game and get out of there. I didn't want to feel like it was a wasted trip. So that's pretty much half of the day for me. The other half was finally watching the Avengers. And wow. Okay, first off, I still can't believe that the Avengers is playing in some theaters. I mean, I'll get to the movie later, but just the fact that it's still playing is like amazing in itself. It just goes to show how good that movie is. But what I was kind of angry about was the theater I went to. Now, there's only a few theaters left playing the movie, but the theater me and my parents went to, because my parents hadn't seen it yet, so we all decided to watch it together. Yeah, this movie's 3 months old. Over 3 months old, I think now, and the tickets were still $11. I thought it was like IMAX tickets that we were buying, but nope, they were normal tickets. The guy was looking all normal when he said $11, so that's kind of ridiculous. But again, I was thinking in my head, it's one of those movies you have to see in the theaters, and it was like one of my last chances. I mean, how much longer is this movie going to play? Maybe a few more weeks. So, it's whatever. It's done with. There's nothing you can do about the pricing of tickets, so yeah, watch the movie. It was amazing. I cannot believe how amazing that movie is. I watched Batman: The Dark Knight Rises before I watched the Avengers, and let me say, I will argue with anybody who thinks that The Dark Knight Rises was the movie of the year compared to the Avengers. There's no way. There is no way. I could think of so many things that was wrong with The Dark Knight Rises, and I am one of the biggest Batman fans ever. This is going back to when I was like 5. Well, like even earlier, I think like 3 to 5. One of those, 3, 4, 5. I would watch the cartoon, the animated series, just every day. And especially this year. This year was the year of Batman for me, and the end of last year. Just as far as playing Arkham City, loving that game. That was like one of my favorite games of last year. Playing Arkham City, finding that the Batman the Animated Series played on the Hub channel, and just watching that. I watched the whole animated series. I mean, these cartoons were from 92 to 94, I think. And I enjoyed every minute of it. I watched the whole series. I think I watched a lot of them twice. So, I love Batman. And I don't know. I mean, The Dark Knight Rises just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot better. And there was so many plot holes and just, I don't know. There's just a lot of things that I didn't like about it, especially compared to The Dark Knight. You just can't top Joker when you have Bane, who sounds like Sean Connery, but Tom Hardy is an amazing actor, so but yeah, going back to the Avengers, it was just almost perfect in every way, I think. I mean, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I don't, it sounds kind of weird. I don't read the comics. I have a lot of the comics, but I don't read most of the comics, so I don't know a lot of the stories. But I always buy books about each hero, especially Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my all-time favorite Marvel character, and I always just read books about them, the characters, their stories, not necessarily reading comic books, but just like books in general about them, reading like articles on the internet, Wikipedia, wikis, all that good stuff. So I love Marvel. That was like a near perfect movie for me. Like, I did not see anything wrong with it. The only thing that they could have done even better was like to add Natalie Portman to see Thor, but it's understandable that they didn't. It's like a lot of cost, and she probably had other stuff going on, and it would kind of be pointless. Like, it wouldn't be pointless. It'd be nice to see, but it wasn't necessary, so they didn't have to have it. But just like everything was perfect about the movie. I mean, I don't want to go into spoilers. I'm sure everybody's seen it by now. I was like one of the last people, but just everything was perfect. If you think about it, like a perfect death scene, there was that. There was like tension between the superheroes. Like, it was just all perfect. It wasn't like la-di-da, superheroes are gonna save the day. It was like actual, you could really relate to them because their personalities, like a lot of them, they're not even superheroes. They're just, Tony Stark's rich, so he has an Iron Man suit, and Black Widow, she's just a spy, and Hawkeye, he's a sharpshooter. I don't know, but it was just, it was perfect action scenes, just the perfect amount of comedy, nothing stupid, just everything was perfect. And I still laugh at people to this day who walk out from a Marvel movie, before watching throughout the whole credits. I mean, some people stayed for the first few credits, like the main credits, with all the actors, and they got to see that scene. But I still don't get how people walk out of a theater for a Marvel movie before watching all of the credits. There was another scene at the end, and even though it was pointless again, just to see it, it's funny. It's a good laugh. It's like well, at least I saw something that not everybody else saw. Nothing happened really, but I don't know. It's just a nice little nod, and from what I know, it wasn't even there originally. They just added it, so more props to them. I mean, they don't even have to do those kinds of stuff, and they did. So just overall, it was just an amazing movie, amazing tech, amazing CGI, just amazing. The special effects was unbelievable. That's definitely my movie of the year. I would watch it over and over again. I love all the characters. I love all the actors and actresses in that movie. I mean, I can't even name all of them. They're just so good at what they do, and it's like the perfect cast for the movie. And I can't wait for the Avengers 2, but I just don't see how they could top it. I don't see how they could top the first one, but I'm sure they will. Or I hope they will. I mean, I loved Iron Man. Not enough action, but perfect amount of comedy. And the second one, it was like a lot of amazing action, but the comedy was, Robert Downey Jr. was still there. He still had his thing, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of drunken scenes, and that's another thing this movie didn't have. The Avengers didn't need that comedy from like drunken scenes. Didn't need a sex scene. It was just perfect. It was just the right amount of everything, and I am so glad I got to see the movie before it stopped showing in theaters. It was more late than most, but better late than never. And I'm just surprised that I did not come across any spoilers the past 3 months. I came into that movie spoiler free, and it was amazing. And I guess that's about it. bought a video game, watched the most amazing movie of the year, and that's it.